Hello, I'm Darian and you're logged on to Living Out Loud with Darian, a blog that examines sexuality, race, religion, and entertainment, all from an African-American gay perspective. Today in Midtown Atlanta for the first time, author Terrance Dean of the controversial new book, Hiding in Hip Hop, will talk in depth with me about his past struggles as a closeted gay man working in one of the most homophobic environments in our culture, the hip hop industry. Many people are wondering if Terrance Dean's motives are genuine by releasing this perceived expose, or if he's simply capitalizing on the DL phenomenon at the expense of black gay men. Today we'll find out as I sit down with Terrance Dean and we discuss hiding in hip hop. Now, you lived in LA as well as New York, and you worked in the industry in both of those cities. As I was reading the book, this is one of the questions that continued to pop up in my head. Every day you did all that you could not to expose who you really were, and you were leading all of these different lives. And I was wondering to myself, was there not a place where he could go where there were openly gay men, where he felt comfortable? At no point did you see an exit out of the DL lifestyle to be open and honest. Because in LA and New York, they both have huge gay populations. There's gay people there.
Yeah, but the gay men that I saw did not look like me. What I thought gay was. And plus what I heard growing up, gay men are predators, they're sexual predators, they're finger snapping, they're very feminine. So when I saw those images, I said, well, they don't look like me. I don't identify with them. And that's what I was looking for, men who look like me and I can identify with. And that's when I said, when I was in New York, I finally saw that when I worked on Crooklyn with Spike Lee. And I met a friend of mine, and he had his Timberland boots, his jeans, his 5950, fitted hat. And I was like, oh, he looked like me, and he's someone like me. Yeah. So then that's when I started seeing, he wasn't someone who was openly gay, but he didn't have any qualms about his sexuality. And I wanted to get to that place. Same as I talk about my other friend in Los Angeles, who was, he had a boyfriend. Yeah. And I saw them intimately together, two men, and they invited me to their home for Thanksgiving. And I was like, wow, their parents know, the family know, and they support them. I want that. Yeah. So I did see opportunities, but I didn't see many opportunities. And I think during the time when people were reading the book, Los Angeles and LA, and in New York and LA, it wasn't that huge of a community at that time. Whereas now it is, like, a thriving community where it exists, where you see a lot of openly gay men.
In your book, you talk about how uncomfortable you were around other gay men. Yeah. Because at the time, I'm sure you didn't identify yourself as a gay man. Right. Or do you still get uncomfortable when you go to clubs or you're around groups of gay men?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm definitely, I realize that, they are self-reflections of who I am. So, I totally embrace and love who I am, so I can embrace and love my community, of same-gender loving men.
That's a perfect answer. In your book, you describe the three types of down low in gay men. Yes. And I thought your description was right on. I actually felt like I was inside of a man who is DL or who thinks like a down low brother. So can you explain to the audience the three different types of down low men?
Yeah, I said there was down low, there's down low gay, and then there's gay. Okay. A down low man is a man who has relationships with both men and women, and the woman is unsuspecting of his lifestyle. He does not identify as a gay man, nor if you were to ask him if he was bisexual, he'll more than likely say he's bisexual. He enjoys sex with both men and women. He has no qualms about his sexuality as it relates to men and women. But yet he has just as many down low friends as he does heterosexual friends. So, and a lot of his heterosexual friends have no idea that he likes sleeping with men. And most of the times when he's in a relationship with a man, he is the penetrator as opposed to being the receiver in the relationship. And that's how he identifies as a down low man. A down low gay man is a man who no longer sleeps with women. However, he is still closeted to his friends and his family, and he has not identified and will not tell them if he's gay. And most times you ask a down low gay man if he's gay, depending on who's asking, he will say no. Unless you're someone who he trusts and has been friends with for many years or many months, he will say, yes, I do find women attractive, however, I sleep with men. Yet not identifying and saying that he's gay. Whereas a gay man has no qualms about his sexuality. He enjoys sleeping with men. He tells you that he wants to be in a monogamous one-on-one relationship with another man. He doesn't have any desire to sleep with another woman. He's ingrained in the gay community. He has gay friends. He lives his life as an openly gay person. So those are the three types.
And now I'm officially exhausted. So I'm sure you went through all of those stages at some point.
Yeah.
There's artists in hip hop right now whose music we buy, we support, we watch on MTV and BET that are gay and they're just not out.
There's several.
Several right now.
Yes.
You want to name names now?
No.
No? Why not, Terrance? Why are you not naming names?
Well, that's not my intention. That's not why I wrote the book. You know, again, it's my memoir, it's my story. And when those persons come to terms with who they are, they will eventually come out. And I can say this, within the year, there will be an artist who will come out.
Within a year?
Yes.
Male or female?
It will be an artist.
It will be an artist? You
Yes.
can't tell me the gender? Male, female, transgender? So let me ask you this then, since you're not going to divulge any of that information, which I understand and I respect. Do you think once that artist comes out, they will still be able to be as successful as they were before they decided to take that leap of faith?
They will be as successful, if not even more, because they will become a face for what gay looks like for the black community and for black gay men and women. And they will be an advocate, a strong advocate. I compare them to Magic Johnson when he divulged his HIV status at the height of HIV.
Right.
People thought he was crazy. They didn't want to play on the Dream Team. Olympics with him. A lot of people thought he would lose his friendships, endorsements, everything. But he became a philanthropist, a humanitarian, a business mogul, and the face for HIV and AIDS. So he transcended what so many thought that he couldn't do. But I also learned in his truth, and what I learned in writing my truth, is that you can do anything when you tell the truth.
So how would you describe the genre of your book? Because I don't think you set out to write a great piece of literature. It's purely entertainment, but I mean, it's a moving story. It's a poignant story. It's your memoir.
Right.
But it's not a Toni Morrison work.
No. Toni Morrison writes novels. This is not a novel. Nor do I aspire to write like Toni Morrison, James Baldwin, or Langston Hughes. I write like Terrance Dean, and I think that's the great thing about writers. You find your voice, and you speak and write into your voice of who you are. And many of my friends who read the book, and people who know me, and people who are in the industry, when they read the book, they're like, this definitely is you. I can definitely tell. I can hear your voice. But I think, every person, I think, should, when you're writing, those who are aspiring writers, you have to be authentic to your own true voice. You can't emulate James Baldwin. No one can. Just like saying, we're waiting for the next Martin, or we're waiting for the next Malcolm. No one can emulate those people. You have to be who you are. And that's why, in the beginning of the book, I said, why would I really want to be an imitation of somebody else when I can be my own true, authentic self?
Right. That's beautiful. Just to hear you say words like authentic, coming from your past and the things that you've gone through, and all the times that you wanted to hide from the world, and you suffered from low self-esteem, and I just think it's amazing for you to come full circle and to be where you are in your life right now, and to be unafraid to tell your story.
Unapologetic.
Unapologetic, most definitely. Because we know there's a lot of haters out there, and there are people who are not, like I said earlier, who are not happy about this story, but it is your story, and you own it.
Right.
And I just think it's great.
Thank you. But that's unfortunate. I think people should give the book an opportunity. I think some people who wanted to hate the book, who want not to like it, but when they read it, they were like, wow, I was totally touched, moved, and inspired from your story. And I thank you for writing this.
That's great. Well, I thank you, Terrance Dean. And I know you have to rush off because you have a book signing and a reading tonight at Outright. So I'm going to say goodbye, but I want to personally thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you. We're going to sleep together, y'all.
Oh!